Alrighty, boys, we're here to hit you guys with an ebook. Are you guys struggling on offense, playing mutt, regs, whatever? This will help you in any which way. Even if you're doing good, maybe this will add to your repertoire, all right? So we're going to show you guys one formation that we've been running, and we're going to show you how we attack every single style of defense, whether it's a blitz, man, zone, either which way, cover 3, cover 4, cover 2, we got it all. All right, fellas, stay tapped in, strap in, take a seat. Let's get into the video. Okie dokie, boys. So here we are in the playbook. We are running the Cardinals offensive playbook here. Now, one of my favorite formations so far this year has been gun bunch strong offset. All right, fellas. And I'm going to show you the 3 plays that we're going to be running. Okay, so set up your audibles. To do that, you press LT or L2, okay? We're going to be running flood. Always want to run play in there, inside zone. Verts dig and Y trail. All right, boys. We're going to show you guys how to attack each and every type of defense with these offensive plays. So we're going to start out, we're going to come out in flood first, all right? And then we are also using the Vikings defensive playbook. Right now, I'm trying to find a defense, fellas, but I see a lot of people running dime 1-4, and we'll go against this because this might be the majority of what you see. Just a quick tip, if you are going against dime 1-4, it is very easy to run against dime 1-4. So if you are running dime 1-4, be aware of that. You have to be a really good user to stop the run. It's been very easy to run against dime 1-4. All right, so we're going to come out. You're probably going to see a lot of like cover 4 at first. So we'll even run a cover 4 drop, which means only 3 linemen will be coming at us, and there will be 8 back in coverage. Let's get out onto the field. Alrighty, boys. Now that we're out on the field, I'm going to show you guys how I set flood up, and I do set it up the same way for every single look. But just a quick little tip for some of the new guys out there, how to kind of read a defense. When you guys see 2 high safeties like this, you should kind of assume that it's going to be cover 2 or a cover 4, right? And when it's a cover 4, you're going to see the outside cornerbacks bounce back into outside quarters, and you're going to see the safeties bounce back into inside quarters. All right, so we already do know that it is a cover 4, and I'm going to show you guys how I set this play up, okay? Now, only thing I do is I stem down this tight end route here, this tight end corner route. All you have to do is press Y or triangle, select the player, which is A or X on PlayStation, hold LB or L1, and then you can move it up or down with the left stick. And I like to stem it down to about there, about 5-6 yards where he's going to make that break. And the only read you have to make is decide, is that cornerback going to be able to play that corner route, or is he going to be able to play that flat route? Now, if he bounces way back, you're going to hit the flat. As you see here, it's going to be a curl flat in a cover 4, and he's kind of going to be in either, he's going to be in like no man's land where he can't play either one of them. And you just throw that up there, wide open. Wide open. Now, we were able to get time in the pocket. That took a little bit of time to develop. And again, I'll show you. You're just going to stem this down, fellas. About right here. You sit in this pocket, make your read. It's absolutely wide open. Easy peasy. Okay? Now, there will be times where you'll see the cornerback fall back. That's when you hit that flat route, okay? And even in a cover 4, that curl flat, because he is kind of in no man's land, you can kind of still, you might have the opportunity to hit this flat. And again, fellas, yards are yards. Take your yards. If that's what you have to hit, that's what you have to hit. Eventually, you'll force them to play a hard flat, and that corner route will get wide open. So one more time, I'm going to show you, stem it down a little bit. Sit there, make that read. He's not able to get there. Throw it up there. Big chunk yardage every single time. All right, fellas, we're going to move on and show you how we attack cover 3 with flood. Alrighty, boys. Now I'm going to show you how I attack a cover 3 with flood. Now, for the new guys out there, the last time I said you read the 2 high safeties, you should assume cover 2 or cover 4. It could still be a cover 3. And that leads you to my next tip. When I snap the ball, my eyes are actually on the safeties and primarily on the side that I'm going to attack, right? So I'm looking at the right side of the field. I'm looking at the strong safety this time. I want to see exactly what they're doing. Are they dropping back into a cover 2, a cover 4, or is that safety going to come down and play a curl route or something? So first thing you do, set your play up, okay? Same thing, stem that down to about here. And then snap the ball. My eyes are reading that safety. That safety comes crashing down. I know I'm going to have this wide open. Even easier to attack in cover 3. All right? One more time. And here's the other thing too. All right? Now, after I'm reading that safety and I'm seeing what he's doing, you have the possibility to just hit that flat route really, really quickly if there's not another cornerback there, okay? So I see that safety come down. Oh, it's wide open. Hit that. Take your yards. And every time you do that, you're going to eventually, if you do hit that flat route, you will force them to go into a hard flat, which will open up this corner route even more, fellas. All right? So one more time, snap the ball, read the safety, see what he's doing, see it's wide open. And it was just a terrible throw there. Terrible throw. We'll do it one more time for you then. Bring that down. Read that safety. There it is, wide open. Big gain. That is how I use Flood to attack a cover 3. Now let's move on to a cover 2. Okay, boys, now I'm going to show you guys how to attack a cover 2 with Flood. So, to bring you back to how to read a safety, you see the 2 high safeties, a cover 2 or cover 4. But now, look at the outside cornerbacks, okay? They're only 5 yards off the ball, which means it's safe to assume this is probably a cover 2. So, same thing. High-low read, set up your offense like that, stem that route down. Still going to have my eyes on that safety, and I want to see exactly what he's going to do, and then my eyes bounce to the cornerback to see where he's going, all right? I see the safeties bouncing back. I see the cornerbacks bouncing back. That's a slower read. As you get better, you'll be able to read that more and more and more. So, because they're in cover 2 and it's a stock cover 2, they typically come with cloud flats, which means they're going to kind of play back a little bit, even though they're in a flat. It is a cloud flat. It's okay to hit that flat route, okay? That flat route, this is your high-low read. You read that safety, read that cornerback, you see the flat is wide open, take what's there. That's an 8-9 yard gain. Eventually, they're going to have to hard flat that, and that will open up this corner route, okay? The corner route will get wide open again once they decide they have to play this hard flat. You keep throwing that, take advantage of that, and they will eventually, they'll have to get into hard flats, fellas. Now, I can't put them into hard flats to show you exactly, but again, read that safety, see he's bouncing back, go to that cornerback, and then you'll see, right? If that cornerback is coming down, you'll have the corner route wide open, all right? The only way to stop this play, really, fellas, is if they do what is called a double Mabel, okay? And double Mabeling means that they're going to have to put another cornerback on a curl flout and another cornerback on a hard flat. All right, that's the only way to stop that play guaranteed, which means your last read then, fellas, would actually be this breaking in route, right? This 10-yard in, all right? No need to worry about that. That's how, because not a lot of people are going to double Mabel you, okay? Unless you're playing somebody really, really good, you're not going to have to worry about that. You're only making this high-low read. That right there, boys, is Flood and how you attack all the coverages. Now we're going to move on to our next play. Okay, boys, now we're going to show you Verts, fellas, okay? Verts Dig specifically against cover 4. We're going to start out with, again, for the new guys out there, now you can see we're back in cover 4. You see how far back those cornerbacks are. You see the safeties. Now, the same thing here, okay? It's a high-low read. My first initial read is actually this tight end here, and this is going to get open a majority of the time. It is a quick read, a quick throw. This is a bread-and-butter money play right here. Now, all you have to do is read where these cornerbacks go, okay? If nothing picks up this tight end, it's a quick throw. See how the cornerback bots out? Boom. He jotted outside for the outside wide receiver. Same thing, okay? I'm going to show you it one more time. The only adjustments you make, fellas, is with the slot receiver, I put him on a post, and the running back goes on a Texas route. So the play looks like this, okay? Now, again, you're going to keep your eye on those safeties just to see what kind of defense you're going against, and then you're going to read that cornerback, okay? Bouncing back, wide open. It's a quick read. Really, really quick read. Now, on something like this, if you're fairly confident, you're looking at like a cover 4, okay? And this is a cover 4 drop, which means there's 8 guys playing a zone. Both linebackers are actually playing a zone too, so this is even tougher to throw against. But you have it's a curl route here. You see that get wide open. It's an easy throw against a cover 4. The user is going to be forced to play that, okay? And that's typically what you'll see. So put your slot receiver on a post, your running back on a Texas route, and if you see that the user is going to go guard that tight end, you should have the middle of the field open, and it becomes a high-low read again. And typically, I like to take what is given, and I will read that, and I will hit this Texas route. Take what's given. Take what's given, all right? And eventually, if you keep doing that, they're going to put zone drops on. They're going to try and drop down that other linebacker, or they're going to try and user that. Eventually, that post will get open. Now, I might not be able to hit this post in here. I actually was, okay? So, that's the other read. That wasn't even that's not the proper read, but I was able to force it into that window. Once they either play that tight end or they come down to play that running back Texas route, that post will also get open, fellas. So, that right there is how you use vert digs to attack a cover 4. We're going to show you now how to attack a cover 3. Okay, fellas, now here we are. Same play going against cover 3. All right. And same thing. You set up the same exact way. That's what's so nice about this. You can just set these up and just read the defense, right? Set it up, read the defense. Okay, fellas? Again, eyes are going to be on that safety to see what kind of coverage you're in, and it's the same read once again. Okay, you're going to be looking for that tight end right away. You see it's cover 3, and it's wide open. Okay, this route will get open a majority of the time. It's going to force the user to come down and play that again, right? That's the objective. Hit this route as many times as you can and force that user to come down and play it, all right? Now, once you know that user is going to do that, all right, set the play up, put the post, put the Texas route for the halfback. It's the same thing, okay? Cover 3 is easier to attack. Same thing. You're going to hit that Texas route over the middle if they go user that. And then eventually, when they start biting on, say you miss the read. Say you missed that tight end because you were kind of assuming it was going to get guarded. And then the user comes down and guards that Texas route. Now, that is a tight window to fit because I don't have a user biting down on that. But even though that was a blue throw, that should have been an interception. You might be able to fit it in this window. I was still able to. You can still fit it into that window, even if they bounce back. That's what's nice about this. Again, if that tight end gets covered, your first read, tight end, wide open. Take your yards. Force them to guard that, all right? And then you make the high-low read. Now you know they're going to guard that. Make the high-low read. Take what's given. Take those yards. Take those yards. And then eventually they'll have to bite down. And then we'll try and hit it one more time. See if we can't hit this post route. And there it is. And that, boys, is how you use vert digs to attack a cover 3. Now we're going to show you how to attack a cover 2, fellas. All right, now how to attack a cover 2. Again, fellas, read the defense. 2 high safeties, cornerbacks only 5 yards out the ball. You should see cover 2. So you know there's going to be 3 middle defenders, 2 outside, probably cloud flats, sometimes hard flats, and then 2 deep halves. All right. It's the same exact read, okay? This is why bunch strong offset is so nice. This slot receiver usually clears out a lot in this play for that tight end. Again, first read is tight end. And as you can see, he's going to get wide open, right? A little bit of a tighter window because there's a lot more things playing closer to that line of scrimmage. But again, this is a close read, close, quick read, okay? Tight end, wide open, you throw it. It's easy. Easy yards, okay? And then again, once the user starts playing that, it's a high-low read, and you'll see every single time that running back's going to get open until the user bites down on that. Now, I might not be able to make this post throw with the defense out here because where the user would be, right, which would be where you see the M over the guy's head right now, that's typically going to be either his user or it's going to be the linebacker directly to the right of him, all right? You have to make that read. If that running back's guarded, you know you're going to have this post route open, and he just got bottled. I want to try and see if I can actually hit this post route, even though it's guarded, because we know that middle linebacker is going to bite back on that. Yeah, it's a tough throw, especially for Jalen Hurts and Mutt right now. Jalen Hurts is not good, fellas. Can't wait for John Elway to come out this weekend. I'm going to try it one more time. Might not be doable, but too much pressure. But that's the read, okay? I just wanted to try and make that throw, but that's the read, right? You set it up, put that slot on a post, put the running back on a Texas route, and then your first read is going to be that tight end. Hopefully the user starts biting on that, and then you have to make the high-low read. Is it the running back or is it that post? And if they bite down on that running back, you're going to have that post open because Ray Lewis won't be there. I'm going to try it one more time, try and fit that post in, because imagine Ray Lewis isn't even there. Yeah, he just got absolutely put in a blender. Couldn't even move. Last time. We'll see if we can hit it. And we were able to make a throw. But imagine that Ray Lewis wasn't there. That's typically going to be the user. And if that's not the user, you're just going to have that post route a little bit sooner. So, fellas, that right there is how you are going to attack cover 2 with Verts Dig. Now, we're going to show you the final play and how to attack all those coverages. Okay, and then here we are going to be running Y Trail, fellas. All right, Y Trail. It is one of my favorite plays of all time. Now, you could just run this stock, but I always put the slot receiver, which is Shannon Sharp, RB for me, on a streak, okay? And I do like to put the running back on a flat route, but you could leave that as well. It's not that big of a difference. Now, here again, your first read is actually going to be Christian Watson here, right? It's going to be B, the outside receiver on this drag route. And essentially, you're just going to keep hitting this. Keep hitting this until they guard it. Keep hitting it till they guard it, okay? That is your first read. Now, same thing, put the slot receiver, Shannon or Sterling Sharp, on a streak route, and then read that. Now, say they're following that. You have this trail route, the tight end again. This play is very easy. Again, this is a cover 4 drop, which means there are 8 defenders out there in a zone, okay? And basically, you just keep pounding this. You keep pounding this underneath. Now, say they decide to set it up. Say they put their hard flat out there to stop that drag route, and they're using that tight end trail route. Okay, that's why I like to put this table route or this flat route on the running back out here. This is just your check down, okay? That's just your check down. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But here's the thing. That post route is actually my third read, okay? That outside post route. So again, streak Sterling Sharp. You are going to read Christian Watson. If Musgrave's guarded, that means they probably brought the linebackers down a little bit to defend all that. I won't be able to throw it here. We'll try because the linebackers are actually falling backwards. That post route gets wide open. All right, even in cover 4, that post route can get wide open. We'll see. Yeah, you can still hit it. All right, he doesn't back up far enough. That's my third read. Okay, if everything gets taken away, if that tight end route right here, if that user starts guarding that, the post route is going to be so wide open. It's not even a sweat. It's not even a sweat. We'll try and hit that post one more time. Now it's Worthy. Worthy dropped it, but that safety came out of nowhere. One more time, I'll show you that post route is even getting open in this cover 4 with dropping 8 into coverage. Yep. So, fellas, one more time, your first read. We're going to run the play. First read, Christian Watson, which is your outside on the drag, and then the tight end on that trail route. This is one of my favorite plays, another bread and butter play in my playbook. Now we're going to show you this play again against a cover 3. All right, boys. Now here is a wide trail versus a cover 3. And when I see cover 3, I absolutely know I'm going to eat with this play, okay? So, your first read, fellas, is actually going to be Christian Watson again. It's the same exact read, okay? It'll be there every time until they user it or they start putting hard flats or bringing down the linebackers, putting their hook curls into, like, 0-yard hook curls, okay? And then if that happens, you're going to have the tight end open again, okay? It's the same setup. Streak the slot receiver. I prefer the running back on a flat route. Those are your initial reads, okay? Christian Watson and Luke Musgrave, the tight end, on that trail route. That trail route gets open almost 99% of the time unless they user it, okay? So, let's say they do. They set up the defense to literally stop that underneath stuff. The beauty about this play is that outside post route, in a cover 3, it will always get open no matter what. It will always get open. Now, if I can find the time in the pocket, we are in the practice mode. We did get some time. That post route, wide open. Again, I'll hit it again just to show you that it wasn't fluky. It gets open every single time. It's so wide open. Every single time. When I see cover 3, fellas, I know I'm going to eat on this play. Now, even if I know it's cover 3, that's not my first read. I don't want that post route. I prefer to set it up for when I absolutely need it because there's going to be 3 routes that will get open on this play until they start to figure out what you're doing. That's why wide trail is one of my favorite plays to run. And here's the other thing, too. Sometimes in a cover 3, this streak will get wide open. Seams are really easy to hit this year, okay? Now, if you need a big play and you're reading this, read that safety, okay? We know we're going to attack the right side. Your eyes are on that safety. If you read this and you say, oh, he's going down, that's wide open. You'll have that seam. That streak route will get open against cover 3. Wide trail against cover 3, it just absolutely dominates, boys. And it's very simple to run. It is literally one adjustment, and it's putting your slot receiver on a streak. And again, I prefer the halfback on a flat route. But we'll hit this post one more time just to show you again. It gets open literally every single time. And that, boys, is wide trail against a cover 3. Now let's show you against a cover 2. And now for Y trail versus a cover 2. Again, read the defense. You see the cornerbacks are only at 5 yards off the ball. So same thing. You set up the same way. Fellas, it's the same reads, okay? Every single time. That's what makes this formation so nice. That you're still making the same reads. Even if you can't read a defense, your initial reads are all going to be the same, okay? Hit Christian Watson. They start to guard that. Then you also have Luke Musgrave, your tight end, on the trail route. Now, because this is a stock cover 2 against CPU, there's no user out here, obviously. Now, the user will start biting on those things. The post route still gets open, okay? It's basically the way stock cover 2 runs if you just let the computer take over. It's essentially a cover 3 with a linebacker playing a deep third. So it makes it a little bit easier to even hit this post route. Okay. Right. Now you basically have Ray Lewis out there. It's a little bit tougher window to hit, but if they're using that middle linebacker there, that post route will be just like, again, just imagine this with no Ray Lewis there. The post route will be open, fellas. Now, the only thing different about cover 2 is you won't have this streak route open, okay? That deep halfback there is going to pick that up. The hook curls will pick it up for a little bit too. They'll play it pretty deep. But that post route, fellas, that is your bread and butter, okay? You just dink and dunk them down the field, eat your way up the field, make them play down underneath, and you set them up for a nice chunk gain, all right? Hit that Christian Watson. So same thing, set it up that way, hit Christian Watson, hit your tight end, force them to play down, and then you're setting up for, again, a nice chunk play on this post here. Now, unfortunately, that was a terrible throw, but we'll hit it one more time. We'll hit it one more time. Post route. And there we go. That was a good throw. And that, fellas, is bunch strong offset. 3 great plays to audible in and out of. That is how you attack with each play against every type of zone, fellas. All right, we'll meet you in the outro. Alrighty, boys, so there you have it. That is gun bunch strong offset, one of my favorite formations to run out of the Cardinals playbook, fellas. Now, that should help you guys go win some games. I hope I gave you guys some pointers on how to read a defense pre-snap and then after snap, kind of reading those safeties and stuff. If this video gets 10 likes, boys, just 10, I have a bunch more formations out of this playbook that I would love to show you guys. We have doubles hip, we have bunch tight end, we have Trey Y flex. There's so many things to run. And I do have a few more plays actually out of gun bunch strong offset that work pretty well in the red zone, depending on what you're looking at. And we can get a little bit more specifics as we move along. So, boys, 10 likes, please. And if this helped you, leave me a like anyway. Subscribe, share, help me get to them algorithms, fellas. That being said, that's going to do it for the ebook today. I hope you boys had a blessed one. Peace.
For more awesome content, like and subscribe now.